When you're choosing a realtor to work with, make sure the value that they say they're bringing to the table is actually true value, and they're not just filling you with empty promises. What's going on, friends? Matt Carter here, and I thought I'd go over the actual home selling process today to make sure that you fully understand the process from start to finish if you are thinking to sell your home this year. Before we get started, I just want to ask you to do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and get notified for any future videos that come up, and make sure you pass along this video to anybody that you think can benefit from the content. All right, number one on the list, and the very first step you're going to need to take in selling your home is actually determining if you need to sell your home. You need to ask yourself a few questions. Why am I selling? Do I need to move? And can I afford to move? Selling your home can be an expensive process, and I've outlined it in a previous video, which you can go through and understand the full costs associated with listing your home and making a move. Well, you may always think making a move to a bigger home or something that has more desirable qualities can be the right decision for you. Ask yourself a couple other questions first. Maybe you can renovate the current home that you're in. Maybe you can change the layout of your house and make it fit more for your family. So making a move into a different house isn't always the right step. So make sure that you've sat down, consciously made those decisions and gone through a pros and cons list of everything associated with moving as opposed to staying in your current location. Number two on the list is finding a realtor that's going to help you sell your home. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, why would I use a realtor, especially in this hot market? I can just put my house up and it'll sell in no time flat for way over asking. Well, we get this a lot. I totally understand where people are coming from, but there is a lot behind the scenes that people don't realize that goes on that realtors do in order to sell your home. From data analysis to marketing to the negotiation of the final sale price of your home, a realtor can help you along the way in order to maximize your sale price, as well as to make sure that you don't get into any situations that you could regret down the line with any sort of litigation or any issues with the new buyers of your home. So when you're going to pick a realtor to list your home, make sure you don't just go with the first one you found. As much as I'd like to, you just give me a call as soon as you see this video and list your home, I implore you to do your research, look at a couple different options, and see which realtor is going to be the right fit for you and your family. Make sure to ask them a couple key questions like how they're going to market your property, what they think the value of your home is, and get a couple opinions on that to make sure that nobody is telling you what you want to hear as opposed to what the actual true value is. And ask them what value that they bring to the table as opposed to other realtors in the business. Personally, what I can say is I bring advanced online marketing, especially through social media platforms, as well as building this YouTube channel to get the maximum exposure as possible for all my potential clients in the future. And while I can say that as much as possible, I always make sure to show my potential clients exactly how I bring that value to the table with backable evidence and everything that I've done in the past. So once you found a realtor, you're going to have to come up with a plan. Part of that plan is going to be figuring out what your home is actually worth, which will help you in the next stages of the whole selling process. If you're going to buy a new home, knowing what your home is going to sell for in the first place is going to help you immensely in knowing what you can afford to move into. Working hand in hand with a realtor and a mortgage specialist is going to help you figure out what you can afford to move into and how you should go about it. One of the first things you're going to have to figure out is whether you should buy first or sell first. In this hot market that we're in London, I usually advise my clients that we're going to go try to purchase a home before we put their home up for sale. And this is because it generally takes longer to buy a home than it does to sell a home. And if you go to sell your home first, then you're probably going to be up against the clock. And whatever that closing duration is, you're going to have to find a home to move into in the meantime. There are certain circumstances that I would say selling your home is the best route to go, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be purchasing a home, especially in a hot market like this. So once you've figured out your strategy of buying or selling first, you're going to have to figure out when you want to actually move into your new house and move out of your current house. And that's why it's always important to figure out your closing dates and making sure that they align with your schedule as well as any financing that needs to happen. If you're going to be moving into your new purchase before your current home closes, that means that you're going to be holding 2 homes. And a lot of people can't cover 2 mortgages. A lot of banks won't even lend the money out to cover that duration. So you might have to do some creative financing such as bridge loaning in order to give you that transition period and make your move go smoothly. So once you've figured out exactly how you're going to market the property, your realtor should go over all the steps that they're going to take in order to maximize the sale price and the number of eyes that get on your property. So once you've gone over that step, your offer date, your closing date, and your asking price, you're going to get to the actual preparation of your home. There's a number of different things you can do in order to maximize the sale price of your home, from repairs around the house, upgrades, and staging your home. And I've gone through a specific video on its own in order for you to fully understand everything revolving around preparing your house for sale and maximizing your sale price. So once you've worked out all this game plan, you have your house ready to go to the market, you're going to have to sign all the paperwork associated with listing your home. And make sure that you and your realtor are going over each document in that paperwork so that you understand everything that you're signing. You want to ensure that you are understanding everything that you're signing in order for everything to line up down the road. Once the paperwork is signed, your realtor is going to put it on the market and showings are going to start flowing in, especially in this hot market. So one of the strategies a lot of people use is setting an offer date, usually a week down the road, which allows the most people possible to get through your house and maximize the sale price through a bidding war. Sometimes you'll just accept offers whenever they come in, but that'll be case dependent and you and your realtor should talk that over to see what fits best for your situation. Once offer date has come around, or if you're just receiving offers as they come in, you're going to go over all that paperwork with your realtor to figure out which offer is best for you. Generally speaking, top priority is going to be the sale price of your home. So highest value on that piece of paper is generally going to walk away with the property. There are a couple other considerations to take into account, such as the closing date we spoke of before, to make sure that it doesn't conflict with the closing date of your new home or wherever you're going to next, as well as deposit price, and as well as any conditions involved in the sale of your home. If you do accept any offer with any conditions in the offer, they'll have a specific duration which they have to complete those conditions, such as financing or a home inspection. Usually they'll get back to you within a week or so, depending on the duration of the condition, and they'll tell you whether the condition has been fulfilled or it hasn't. If it has been fulfilled, the offer then becomes a firm offer and your home is now sold. Once you have a firm sale, your realtor will forward all the required paperwork to both your mortgage specialist or your bank, as well as your lawyer that's going to be taking care of the file. From there, they'll do everything they need to do on the back end in terms of getting all the finances in order for your closing date and making sure that the title on your property is free and clean to move on to the new buyer. While there are some other nuances involved in the home selling process, that's the whole process in a nutshell, so I won't take up any more of your time going over all those specifics. If you do have any questions about the specific sale of your home or have any questions about the process, make sure to drop them in the comments below or get in touch with me and I'll be happy to help you out. And if you're still around here, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and get notified for all my videos coming up in the future. And until then,